Hey, good morning, everybody. I thought I'd bring you along this morning as we go out and do chores. You can see it's a beautiful, beautiful day. I love the colors of the trees at sunrise and all the light coming through. So let's head back and see what we got going on today. And as you notice, as they're walking up, the ladies are already out. And here they come. They're all expecting just a little bit of something this morning. And they're already squawking. Cranky little girls in the morning. Hey. They're just having a little bit of fighting this morning. Trying to figure out their pecking order. Let's go in and see what they want. And this is my problem. They all come right down here to the door and don't let me in. Back up, girls. Back up. So I know what they want. And they're all gathered around me here. And getting a little vocal. Are we getting a little vocal here, girls? Hi, BB. Hi, Etta. Etta. They're all wanting their snacks this morning. Come here, Etta. As you guys know, this is Etta Lou. She thinks she runs the place, but she doesn't. I think that goes to Miss Della, who's coming up right here. You want your snacks? But they want their dried mealworms. Hi, Etta. And they're all gathering as I open this up. You want these? There we go. I just come out in the mornings because their coop automatically opens at 8 o'clock. And of course during the week I'm at work. And on the weekends like this, I like to come out first thing in the morning when they come out and give them some treats and talk to them, see how they're doing. Close this back up, because if I don't close this back up, they're going to jump up here and get in. And here comes Maple to show me. Yes, Maple. All done. Just like a dog gets. Show me hands are empty, so they're all done. You two, Roadrunner? No? So, yesterday was the first day that I got my first egg. My $3,827 egg. Because after the building and the run and bags of food, that was an expensive egg. And I hear somebody sneaking up behind me. Who is it? Up? It's Miss Mabel. She always sneaks up behind me. She's going back there, Mabel. So they're all done. They're finally starting to lay for me. I got Carol underneath here. They are vocal today. Really, girls. Really? But since we did our first egg, got our first egg yesterday, let's head around the back of the coop and see if we got another one to get. Well, hello there. Can I help you? You're just sitting. All of you. I'm not getting you anymore. You gonna jump up on the rock too? They want more. All they want is treats. Hey, what? Okay, girls. Oh, hello. This is BB. He's our little black beauty. Or she's our little black beauty. Okay. I'm going to head around back and check and see if anybody paid their rent last night. Which I doubt. Let's go see. Now, yesterday was a total surprise for me. I just came around back and thought I'd see if any of the girls were in here, because the day before, I put some fresh pine shavings. I see you guys all over there looking at me. Some fresh pine shavings in there, because I don't have the mats yet that I ordered, put in their nesting box, so I thought I'd just take a peek and see if they had any eggs. Now, for those of you that are new, our nesting box has a lid that I can actually lift up, and there was a little girl in there. And we have no eggs, but there was a barred rock sitting in the right-hand side, so maybe she's getting ready to lay us an egg. I'm going to leave her alone, and we'll come back after that and see what she's doing. Okay, let's head back and we're going to check on the birds. To the left there, you see my garden entrance. And to the right here, right in front of us, is our aviary. Took us a while to get that done. Still working on the roof. We were trying to decide if we like the plastic on the roof or if we like the tin on the roof. Right now I just do a tarp over this side, just keep some weather out. I think we're going to go with the rusted metal on top, but that'll probably wait till spring. So I'll probably just cover this totally in the clear tarps, and then we'll just be good for this fall and winter. So these are my girls. Hey birds, well, girls and boys. The pigeons and the quail, they get along wonderfully. We've not had any issues. And if you guys have been watching the live feeds, and I think there's one going on right now, you can go over and look at the baby pigeons. We have 2 sets, so we have 4 baby pigeons in here. Let's go inside and give them some food for the morning. Now, some of you were concerned that, well, you can hear the quail behind me, that they could fly out when I walk in, but we fixed that. This is a double door, and I have to go in one, lock it, and then I open the second door. They're both with the hardware cloth, so nobody can get out. Good morning, birds. How's everybody today? So, I like to come in here in the morning. I'm trying to get the pigeons more used to me. And they've been here a couple months, but they're not at the point that I can pick them up or, you know, touch them yet. They do come up to me as I'm feeding now, and the quail are already coming down here. They're already spoiled. Hey there, Miss Loretta. But usually when I'm coming in the morning, I'll feed them a little bit, and the pigeons will all come down and get themselves a treat. I don't know if you can see, this is Rosie. That's Miss Loretta. We have the 3 of them over here. We have Patsy and Crazy. I call her Crazy because every time I come in here, she just flies into the screen. And over in the corner, got Pearl hiding. Behind you guys is the little coop, or the little loft where the babies are. But this is totally enclosed. It's got 1/2 inch hardware cloth all the way around. Bottom's wood. And then on the outside, I think I showed you in a past video, I have spikes that go down about that far, and they're about that far apart. It's a little fence-like, and it goes around the entire thing, so raccoons, possums, things like that can't. Please don't sit above me. I hate when they sit above me, because they always give me little gifts. Thank you. But that way the creatures can get in. I also took 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch hardware cloth and put it all around the outside, buried it, attached it to the side, bent it and buried it about 1/2 foot down. It goes about 1 foot out into the ground or into the yard. That way anything trying to burrow in, like rats, mice, little things like that, they can't get through. The big metal spikes keep the bigger creatures out, and the hardware cloth keeps the little creatures out, and these little creatures in. But I'm not sure why the pigeons must not be hungry today. So I'm going to put the rest of this over here in their box, and I'll let the quail have this on the ground here. As you can see, we got feeders all over the ground and waters. I got 2 waters, one for the quail, they like that one, and for some reason the pigeons like this white and blue one. This is the pigeon feeder. I did bring it up off the ground because my nosy little quail are eating just about everything I put in here. So a lot of people got concerned that they were eating the seed and they don't have any grit. They got all this ground. It's got little sand in it. It's got little pebbles in it. I do throw some grit out in the ground for them to pick up, but they've been in here for a month and a half and we've had absolutely no issues. So let's see if I can give you a peek up here into the condos, and you'll see the babies that are streaming live, actually right now live. So this is condo number 1. This is Miss Bessie and Romeo's babies. They're, I think, between 3 and 4 weeks old. They're starting to get their feathers in. I just cleaned this out yesterday, scraped out all of those droppings, and Mama and Daddy keep coming in feeding them and leaving more droppings for us. But they are doing well. The one there in the front with the wider feathers, she or he was laying over there to the left of the nest out on the floor yesterday, and I reached in and had to put her back in. Let me see if I'm trying to reach in and pet them every so often, get them used to me. I don't know if they're going to let me today. It's quite a reach. Hi, baby. Hi. Yeah, Daddy's not going to hurt you. Yeah. But I'm trying to keep them tame, so when they do come out, and they do come out at about 30 days, they can fly. They're fully feathered, and they kind of look like their adult parents. And I want to be a little more tame so I can handle them. So let's look up in the penthouse here, and I'll show you Dixie's babies. And there's Miss Dixie's babies. They are darker in color. And she decided, see, this is just a big opening we had up here for them to, a little loft for them to play in and get out of the weather. Well, she decided to build herself a nest up here. So I ended up having to put this partition in, try to keep it a little bit private for her. But those are her babies. And they were born actually one day or maybe 2 days after Miss Bessie's. But they seem to be feathering faster. I'm not sure if maybe I didn't see when they hatched as soon as I saw the others, because these got more feathers in faster. So I think Dixie's babies might have been born a day or two before Miss Bessie's. But they are getting big. I can't touch these because I can't reach them. She decided to go up here in the penthouse and have her own little nest she made herself instead of the baskets that I provided. But they are growing fast. Yes, the quail are loving it in here. They are all over the place. And then upstairs, as I call it, the upstairs residence, the pigeons are just enjoying the heck of all this space. As you can see, I've only got part of it back there, the back part covered, but we will be getting the rest covered. Now, those have been with me from basically last year at this time. This is our original quail hutch. This is where the ladies and the one rooster that is right behind you there in the aviary, this is where they lived after they were hatched last year, and they were here till, this is October, I think July is when we put them in the aviary. We still do have some roosters. We have a couple roosters here, and one up here. We still have Killer over there in his jail cell. He's the one that was picking on all the ladies really bad. So I've separated him. He's not going to be going in with any of the girls, I don't think. But over in this bottom right where Patsy and Loretta used to live is the original 5 that we just hatched out. I cannot believe it's only been 5 weeks. They are totally full grown and they are doing great. I've checked everybody else. They're all food and water's good. These 5 are going through the food like crazy. So I'm gonna grab out there, and I have to be careful because I got electric wire going along here on a board and electric wire up here. We had a falcon. I thought it was a hawk until I showed it to one of the gentlemen that lives here locally, and he said, no, that's not a hawk, that's a falcon. And they can't get to the quail, which is great, but they can terrorize the quail. And quail, when they get scared, they jump, and they jump up fast and try to get away. They can hit their heads on the top of the cages and actually break their necks. So that's why you don't want any of your cages. You either want your hutch to be like 12 inches to 15 inches high so they can't get any good speed up and break their neck, or in an aviary at least 6 feet or taller. That way when they go up, they're not going to get hurt like crazy does over there every time I walk into her hutch. But let me refill this and give them some more feed. So if you can see them, these are the first generation of quail. The eggs were laid here on Cumberlachia by our babies and hatched out here. So they're actually the first generation completely 100% Cumberlachia. Sorry about the hardware cloth. It's kind of hard to see. If I back up, maybe we can get a better view of them. But there's 5 of them in there. I think 2 or 3 of them hiding back in the box. And they do have a little nesting box there to the side that they can get out of the weather. Any creatures are out here on the front deck looking at them, they can hide in there and feel safe. So that's our first 5 babies. And this, of course, is Killer. He's a beautiful quail, and I can handle him. He's real gentle with me, but he just does not like other males, and he's picking on the females too. Back in July, I entered a contest on Facebook on one of the quail groups. Totally forgot about it. And we entered with a picture of our quail. So I put 2 or 3 pictures, maybe 3 or 4 pictures of all my girls up there. And this one right up here, it won. And I got excited. I was like, okay, cool. I won. They're gonna put it on the, the top of the Facebook page, their group or something. But no, what they did is they decided to send me 30 quail eggs. So in the incubator inside the workshop there, I've got 30 more quail eggs that are incubating. And I think they're on day 8 now. So we got about, 7 more days, 6 or 7 more days before they go in lockdown. And then 3 or 4 days after that, they'll start hatching. So I was concerned that that hutch out there wasn't going to be big enough because I can't put any more right now. I don't want to put any more in the aviary. I want to keep them in hutches separated and, get them checked out, make sure which ones are male, which ones are female, so I don't get an overpopulation, because you can only put 1 male for every 5 to 6 females. So I decided I needed some more space. So this is what we came up with. So this is our next hutch for our quail. They will have the egg rollouts just like the other one. This one, instead of having 2 across the top and 2 across the bottom, it does have 1 very large one across the top and 1 very large one across the bottom. These are basically going to be my grow out pens, so I can see what they are, get them separated, see the ones I want to breed. Be using them all for eggs to sell at the market next spring at the farmers markets. And also some of these will probably become meat birds, or at least their offspring will. So we'll be harvesting them. But they will be on the right hand side. You'll see a box for them to get into if they want to. And I think this is the main part of the opening or pen is 2 feet by 5 feet. So that gives me 10 square feet, and you can have 3 quail per square foot. So I could actually get 30 quail in each one of these. 60, this would hold 60. I doubt that I will be putting that many in because, don't have that many right now. I got 30 possibly hatching, and I got 2 babies in there in the brooder right now. We had 3. I just grabbed a couple eggs and see if they could hatch a couple more from our ladies in the aviary, and 3 of them hatched. One, she was a little small when she came out and had troubles getting out. Took her over 24 hours to come out of her shell. So I got her out, put her in the brooder with the other 2, and she made it for 2 days. Was it 2 days, 3 days? She made it a couple days, but then yesterday morning when I came out, she was over on the right side of the brooder all by herself, and she had passed. So we have 2 babies in there, and I can take you inside and I'll show you them. One of them is I call him a penguin. He's a tuxedo, and the other, we're not sure what she is yet. She's just cute. So let's go in and check, and I want to check on them, make sure the temperature's okay for them, and then we'll see if they got food and water. So here's our brooder. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit and see if I can find the babies. There they are. They're back behind their feeder, which does look like it needs filled. So we have, I don't know how clear this is gonna be through this plexiglass, but we have 2 of them in there. Get a better view over here of the tuxedo. Of course, as soon as I get over here, he's going to go over there. But we do have, and it's not a heat lamp, it's a heat bulb. It's not the traditional red ones you would see. It's porcelain. I believe it's porcelain, and it is less dangerous for them. I've got that thing screwed in, strapped in, everything, so it cannot fall, and so there's no danger of fire. So these two little things, and looks like today's the day I got to clean this brooder out. I think they're big enough that I can put pine shavings in here now, and they'll be fine with that. But not only do we have that heat source for them, I do have a heat plate that they can get under. Sorry for the look of the glass bed. I have not cleaned it today. Every single day it gets dirty from them. They're jumping around trying to catch little bugs, and they've gone. So I hope you guys have enjoyed my little morning tour and checking on all the critters. This is I come out every morning when I'm here. I don't before work in the spring and summer. I take care of them really good at night, so they have everything they need. But then in the winter, I do come out here at 4 o'clock in the morning, change everybody's waters over there in the coop or in the quail hutch. This year, I've got a couple heaters for the chickens and probably for the aviary. It's supposed to keep their waters from freezing, but in the quail hutch, I'll still have to change out their bottles in the morning because they are totally frozen solid. And then I'll do them again when I get home from work, and probably 2 more times before I go to bed that night. But in the mornings, I like to just come out, walk around, check on everybody, see what they're going to need for the day, so I know what my day is going to consist of, and get going. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. Sorry about the sun there behind me, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Those trees. I can't get enough of that. So y'all have a good day. I'm going to run, and I gotta go over to the spring and get some more water for the birds. I'm totally out of spring water. I call it my Jesus water. Got to get some more of that and get the day going. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for joining me up here in Cumberlachia. I love and appreciate all of you, and have a blessed week. Bye-bye.